Hello friends and welcome to day 20 of our Little by Little May Art Challenge. In today's video we're going to be drawing and painting a wonderfully whimsical woman. And don't be intimidated because it's a face, because I'm going to do it step by step. And look at my eyes. I just did two little arches with a couple little circles for the eyeballs, and I'm putting mine to be looking over to one side. And I want dramatic eyelashes here, so I'm just penciling those in, putting a couple little eyelids, which is just two more arches, and same with the eyebrows, two more arches with, making them look a little hair-like. And then I'm just drawing a line down from that one eyebrow for the nose and just giving a little indication of a nose. And this is not realism, this is all about just expression, so just have fun with it. And for the lips, I don't know how to draw lips. I'm just kind of winging it how you would think maybe lips are drawn. I don't know. And giving her a little shape to her face, whatever shape you want. I'm just kind of doing very basic. And then the neck, you can see I'm coming down kind of in the center of where the eyes are and just drawing a couple lines. And shoulders, you can make, this is your painting and drawing, so you can make these shoulders narrow, broad, whatever you'd like. Just have fun with it. And for her hair, you may have seen in the thumbnail photo that I'm not doing traditional hair. So I'm going to have her hair going up like this. And yeah, we're just going to kind of leave it like that for now. We'll be coming in with our pen detail later and obviously paint as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and give her a forehead, and then we will be done with our pencil sketch. Again, I'm just coming around here. I kind of went outside the eyelashes because I was afraid to go in, but I thought, wait, I want my eyelashes to be dramatic, so I'm going to let them go outside the face if they want to. All right, now we're done with our sketch, and oh, I'm going to add just a little shirt neckline here just to call it good. And then I'm bringing my kneaded eraser in just to kind of tap into the eyes because I want to lighten them up so that we can actually see color. Didn't need to color them in with my pencil. All right, for her skin tone, I am using a brown that I've got, and it's just very diluted, just kind of putting in this initial layer. And I'm going to cover everything on her face except for the eyes and lips. And obviously we'll come down on the neck as well. And I'm going to darken some of the areas just to kind of indicate shadows. I'm trying to keep things loose here, but I also want to be intentional and staying in the lines somewhat. I'm going to come in with pen details. So if I happen to go outside the lines, it's really not a big deal. We want it to look nice and capture her personality, but not stress over perfection. And now bringing that same diluted brown down into her neck. And I'm going to do a little bit of wet on wet here. So while that is still wet, I'm grabbing some more of the brown with a little more pigment in it and less water. And I'm just going to add some shadows right, especially under the chin where that chin would create those shadows. And I'm intentionally only shading that one side, kind of imagining the light coming from our right side, her left side. And you can see I'm adding some more shading into her face. Again, imagining that light source kind of coming from the right side. So shading on that side of the nose, shading a little bit under her eyes, and just leaving some highlighted skin tone areas as well. Whatever kind of makes sense in your mind. This is obviously not super accurate shading by any means, but it's working for me. Okay, gonna come in and give her some eye color. I'm giving her blue eyes, and I've got a mixture of Prussian blue and black, and a little too dark for me, and so I'm going to just, after I shape them here a little bit more, I am going to tap my brush on my paper towel and just kind of soak up some of that paint and water. And oh, now I'm noticing I have paint on my hands because we're doing some painting projects at our house. But anywho, for the lips, I'm using Scarlet out of my paint palette. If you're interested in any of my supplies, I will link them in the description. otherwise just use what you've got. Use whatever colors you've got and just have fun with this. I was being a little shy about the color on her lips and decided, no, I'm going to give her some bolder lips than what I started out with there. So just adding some more of that pigment and kind of fussing a little bit too much, honestly, but that happens. I sometimes forget we're coming in with pen detail later and I just really don't have to fuss so much with the paint. And now I'm putting water in her hair and I drop a big thing of water, a big drop of water right on her neck here in a second. And there it goes. Oops. And so I tried to dry my brush off and soak it up with my brush, but then I decided to tear off a little piece of paper towel and just dab it in there. It's all good, no big deal. And I'm speeding the rest of this up because I'm literally just putting water in her hair, and I don't think you need to sit there and watch me do that. I really try not to bore you. Okay, now I'm coming in with my purple and I'm gonna tap this in here at regular speed just to kind of show you what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna speed this up as well because A, I'm just tapping the whole big old hair that I love so much. And B, it's very satisfying when I speed it up here. So I hope you think it is to me anyway. Somebody out there is going to be satisfied by this. Ready? Okay, there we go. It's just satisfying when it goes so fast, doesn't it? I mean, isn't it? I'm loving it. And here, just wet on wet, I'm darkening up just kind of that under portion of the hair. And now it's time for the shirt. And I'm actually using the same color I used for the eyes, which is a mixture of Prussian blue and black. I just have a lot more pigment on my brush than water. Now, for the hair and for any of this really, don't worry if your color like blooms or if it spreads in unexpected ways, because really that actually, in my opinion, adds to the whimsy, and I absolutely love it. And I really love this color combination. I think it's super fun. I didn't plan on using purple, but it was on my palette from actually somebody else was using my palette today. So I was like, well, that's kind of fun. All right, now I'm just going to ink over my pencil lines, and you don't have to be super precise. You can let some of the pencil stay and have your pen go a different way. It's all good. Just going over these lines. And while I'm just tracing over these pencil lines, I want to say if yours does not turn out the way you wanted it to turn out, no worries. I have to tell you, I actually did another drawing and slash painting of a woman right before this one, and I ended up scrapping it. I'll just put it up here. I'll just show you what I did. She's not horrible, but I just didn't like it. It wasn't what I was going for. And so that happens. So that's one of the beauties of painting this small, in my opinion. I love that I'm painting on quality paper, but I've cut it up into 12 pieces. So I'm really just using one sheet for every 12 pieces that I do. And I just love doing that. So it just gives me freedom to kind of experiment more and not feel so like, oh no, I'm spending too much money on paper or other supplies. So anyway, that's the woman that I painted earlier. And then I went with this one. All that to say, unless you've done this a million times, which I have not, this is kind of one of those projects where you don't really know how it's going to turn out until the end. And that's part of the fun. And it wasn't really fun when that other one was not turning out the way I wanted her to be honest, because I didn't have a lot of time. And so I was like, oh no, I have to start over now. And of course, I didn't have to start over, but that is not the one that I wanted to be my video for today. So, all right, going in with the eyes, I'm adding pupils with my pen. This is my Sharpie pen, by the way. I'm just using a Sharpie pen. And since we're not adding any more paint or water, you can use whatever pen you've got. Oftentimes I use my micron pens, which are waterproof and or water resistant at least. I don't know. And yeah, but today just a Sharpie. Just use what you got as long as you're not adding any more paint or water to this. I'm really wanting her eyelashes to be extra dramatic just for funsies because she's just kind of got a very subdued look on her face, but I like the drama of the eyelashes. And now just outlining her hair. You could leave her hair as is. I really like how there's variations of purple in her hair, but I decide to, of course, use my pen to give it some extra character, I guess. Gonna address the neck area a little bit more here, just under the chin, a little bit more shadows, a little bit more shading there. Yeah, I like that. I like how that looks. You can be as detailed as you want with this. I don't consider myself being detailed here, but adding a few. So now you can see what I'm doing with the hair. Just some squiggly lines. You might think that's too much. That's okay. You don't have to do that. I actually like it. And I decided too that I kind of wanted to give her some wispy hair that's not in the purple area, but adding more squiggly lines throughout the purple area as well. And then going, nope, she needs more wispies. And so just have fun with it. Just imagine what is happening here. I don't even know. Is it a hot day and she's got a fan blowing? She's holding it down and it's blowing up in her face. I'm not really sure, but it's fun and I like it. And now our white gel pen and just scribbling in some lines here and there. It's not really showing up. I had my friend Tracy, who's on YouTube, was asking, like, how come sometimes those gel pens don't work? Well, they just don't sometimes. I mean, they do work. They just kind of skip around sometimes. So I just keep trying. That's the answer to that, Tracy, if you're watching. Put a couple highlights in her lips and on her shirt, on her nose. And then I decide, I was going to do it on her cheeks, but I thought, oh, she needs some very whimsical blushy cheeks. And so I'm coming back in with the same color I used for her lips, the scarlet, and I'm just going to lighten it up a bit by tapping my brush on the paper towel and then soaking up some of that color. And they'll dry a little bit lighter even. And there is our whimsical little lady today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I hope you'll consider giving it a like as that helps my channel. And make sure you subscribe if you'd like to see more fun and whimsical and usually pretty fast tutorials. Okay, I hope you had fun with this one today and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 21.